Welcome back to Mr. Smelly's Fragrance Party. Now it's time for a review from the House of Rasasi. Fragrance competitors never dare to step forth, because I'm spraying all my juices like I'm channeling Peter North. Word to your mother. Word to your mother. This oriental spicy fragrance is a real lady killer, with cardamom, amber and of course the vanilla. I overspray it like a mother, never giving two fucks, cause my 100ml bottle only cost me $20. Rumours say that this one smells like Valentino V, so let's open up the box, spray the juice and we'll see. I'll be a hit with the ladies, maybe the greatest ever seen. Jeremy Fragrance is so jealous that his face has turned green. It smells pretty good, I'd describe it as exotic. When the ladies smell me coming, things are about to get erotic. Close all your curtains, turn the lights down low, cause it's time to kick back and watch a Mr. Smelly show. Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be having a look at Daarej Pour Homme from the House of Rasasi. This one has had a little bit of talk in our fragrance community. There are a few other good YouTube reviews out there and some other good, mainly very positive reviews on Fragrantica and base notes. So before we get into my thoughts on this one, let's find out a little bit more important information about the scent. Rasasi Daarej is classified as an oriental spicy fragrance. It's an eau de parfum concentration. The price for mine was just under £20, and you can find it for similar prices in the United States and here in the UK on various different websites. It's a fairly recent release. I couldn't find the actual year, but I think it's in the last 2 or 3 years certainly that this one was brought out. Let's get into the notes then. Top notes are cardamom, artemisia and cumin. In the mid we have rose and orris root, and the base notes are sandalwood, patchouli, amber, musk, vanilla and tonka. That's according to Fragrantica website. It's widely compared to Valentino V, a now discontinued 2006 release, which is very hard to find and fetches very high prices on eBay. Okay, so there was some key information about this one, and I've had this a little while now. I put it in my favourite discoveries of 2017 video when I hadn't had it that long. I had a couple of more months to try it out now, and I hopefully can give you something like a proper review on this one. So it's an oriental spicy fragrance. Let's talk about the spices first. Got some on. I've been wearing it as my scent of the day today. So don't worry about the cumin. Some people say cumin can smell a bit like body odour or curry powder and things that you might not want in a fragrance. I don't get any of those kind of smells in this one, and nor do most other reviewers. Cardamom is in there, and it does have that kind of pleasant cardamom note that we also get in YSL's La Nuit de l'Homme. So there is a little bit of a comparison between these two, I think. They're not really similar, but they have some similarities, and I think also I would say both of them have a little bit of lavender. La Nuit de l'Homme certainly has lavender as a listed note. Daarej doesn't, but I think there's some lavender in this one, and also Nikhil from Exotic Scents in his YouTube video that I'll put the link to picked up on some lavender in this one. So I think there's a little bit of a lavender note and some other nice spicy oriental smelling elements. Definitely a powdery feel about it as well, but when you first spray it, there's also a little bit of a fresh feel and maybe even a citrus element, I think, in this fragrance. Nikhil, in his video that I have watched, I'll try not to plagiarise him too much, but he mentioned the mandarin. He thought he got a really noticeable burst of mandarin, and I would certainly agree that there's a certain fresh, citrusy, but at the sweet end of citrus kind of smell about this one when you first spray it. It smells fruity, and the fragrance overall to me is a quite fruity fragrance, even as it goes on, but particularly in the beginning. So a nice fresh-ish fruity kind of smell, but not like a citrusy cologne or one of the freshy type fragrances. And then you get a certain powdery element, I think, with this one, a little bit of a powdery feel. There is orris root, I think that's otherwise known as iris in this one, which can smell powdery. And then you get a lot of these base notes really dominating. The amber, vanilla and tonka combination, the ambery warm kind of aspect and a nice sweetness, and the masculine kind of almost tobacco-y element that you get with along with the sweetness in the tonka accord is definitely something I pick up on in this one. So a really nice, pleasant, overall well done fragrance. Nice kind of probably synthetic smelling overall feel with this one, but really pleasant along with it. Of course, all fragrances are mainly synthetic, and this one does smell very much like whatever synthetic things they've used, which can't be that expensive because of the cost of the fragrance, have been blended really skillfully to create something that actually smells quite unique compared to other fragrances that are easily available, but not totally unique, because most people say it's a clone or some kind of copy of Valentino V. I have a small sample that was only had a little bit when I got it, and I've just sprayed the last bit today of Valentino V, thanks to my friend David on a Facebook group who gave me that. And there's definitely a strong similarity, but I've had such a small amount of it that I can't say more than that. There is a strong similarity, but on the paper they're not identical. So I think if you're looking for something absolutely identical to Valentino V, this doesn't do it, but I can see it's clearly influenced by it. So people who used to have that years ago and who don't want to spend extortionate amounts of money on buying one on eBay now will maybe find that this one is quite a good, close second choice to having the real original thing. You might like this better, but I don't think they're identical. So really nice fragrance, fruity, spicy, vanillic, modern smelling to me. I've done a lot of videos recently about my favourite sort of retro scents, Paco Rabanne, Pour On, barbershop scents, all this kind of stuff. This one's not in that category at all. It smells like a modern, Western style designer scent. The house, of course, is from the Middle East, but the fragrance itself smells very much, although it's called an Oriental Spicy, that's a category of fragrance that we have a lot in Western designer fragrances. Just mean there's some vanillic elements in there and some spiciness. Very, very pleasant and a safe bet, a real crowd pleaser, I would guess. There's nothing in this one that's really off-putting. Doesn't have oud or anything like that. It has nice crowd-pleasing sweet smells, but a little bit of a uniqueness and a nice character of its own. So I think a really versatile and good fragrance. You can wear it in the daytime, absolutely. It probably lends itself, because it's got a nice, really seductive smell, it lends itself better to evening wear. Perfect for dates, great for nights out and going out for dinner, all those kind of situations. Absolutely great. You could wear it as a signature scent to work, but you'd have to be a little bit careful on the trigger, and it could just come off a little bit too playful, spicy, seductive, maybe for work, depending on your situation and how much you care about what other people are smelling on you at work. So for me, more of a casual and or night out type situation scent. Doesn't have anything particularly sometimes I say this is a really refined, classy, elegant scent. Well, this doesn't have those words springing to mind so much. It's more fun, playful, likeable and approachable, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a nice change of pace for people like me who quite often wear retro ones or ones that have that kind of dressed up in a suit aura about them. This is not so much. You could wear it in a suit, absolutely, but it's got this playfulness. It puts a smile on your face. It's got a fruitiness and a spiciness which I really enjoy. So overall, oh yes, of course, performance. Performs really well, good performer, really smells on your clothes for a few days if you don't wash them, so you'll really notice that, and it stays really well on the skin. I've worn it in the shower a couple of times, and unless I really scrub that particular bit of me that it's on, then I notice this is usually still there after the bath or shower. So good longevity, not beast mode projection or anything, but pretty good, pretty solid. So be careful, could be a bit cloying because it's sweet, but it is balanced with a certain freshness, so you can probably go ahead and spray a good 5 or 6 sprays for a night out, no problem. But if you're wearing it in the daytime, maybe get more like 4 sprays would be more sensible. But I would probably don't actually listen to my own advice when I wear it in the day and wear more than that. So lovely, lovely fragrance, great price. Really enjoy this one. A little bit unique, although perhaps based on an older fragrance, but we can't get that anymore. So compared to what we can get easily today, this is unique and I really enjoy it. So I would give this a mark of 8.5 out of 10. I would definitely recommend it to anybody. I blind bought it and I think it is a reasonably safe blind buy because of the low price, and I'd be surprised if anyone strongly disliked it, but you might not like it quite as much as I do. You've got to take the risk. So that's my review of this one. Let me know what you thought about that. Let me know if you've tried it or Valentino V, if you've compared them. Anything like that, anything else you want to say down in the comments down there in my nether regions below. As ever, thank you very much for watching, and remember, whatever we're doing in life, let's project. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.